great stop by Schlager. But it's Messi going to found a way.
Let's get one thing straight before we even start. What happened in Dallas on June 22nd, 2026 was not just a football match, it was a coronation. It was a man, already considered the greatest of all time, walking into a stadium and deciding that the history books were not done with him yet. This was Lionel Messi versus Austria, and by the final whistle, the sport of football had a new king of kings. Argentina walked into AT&T Stadium as defending World Cup champions. They had already torn Algeria apart in their opener, Messi bagging a hat trick, casually, like he was warming up in training. So coming into this one, the expectation was simple. Argentina dominate, Messi scores, and the world watches in awe. But football, and this is what makes it the greatest sport on earth. Football never plays along with your expectations. From the very first minute, Argentina came out with intent. Thiago Almada tested the Austrian backline early, Argentina pressing high, moving the ball with that fluid, terrifying purpose that only Scaloni's side seems to possess in this tournament. Then in just the 5th minute, a sliding challenge inside the box on Lautaro Martinez. The referee points to the spot. The crowd goes absolutely electric because everyone in that stadium, everyone watching at home, knows exactly what this moment means. Lionel Messi steps up to the penalty spot. 18 World Cup goals. One strike away from becoming the single greatest scorer in the entire history of this competition. The record, 16 goals, had been held by Miroslav Klose of Germany for over a decade. Tonight, it was supposed to fall. The world held its breath. Messi ran up, he struck the ball, and it flew wide of the post. Silence, then disbelief. The man who has scored every kind of goal you can imagine, free kicks, solo runs, tap-ins, screamers, missed a penalty at the most important moment of his career. Austria's goalkeeper Heinz Linder hadn't even moved correctly. The ball just didn't go in, and for one brutal moment, you thought, is this the day the script doesn't go Messi's way? Austria saw that missed penalty, and they locked down. Ralf Rangnick's side, organized and disciplined, dropped into a compact defensive shape and started making life extremely difficult for Argentina. Kevin Danso was enormous at center back, blocking, heading, putting his body in front of everything. Stefan Posch got himself a yellow card for a reckless foul, but Austria was competing. They weren't just surviving, they were fighting. And for long stretches of the first half, Argentina couldn't find a way through. Messi kept probing. He tried a curling corner that found Nico Gonzalez arriving at the back post. It drifted just wide. He created half chances, picked pockets in midfield, dropped deep to collect the ball and turn. But Austria held and held and held. Then came the 39th minute and everything changed. A counterattack, sharp and precise, initiated by Thiago Almada. The ball worked to Medina down the left flank. A perfectly weighted cross whipped into the box. And there, arriving like he had been waiting his entire career for this exact moment, was Lionel Messi. One touch, low, curling, clinical. Into the bottom corner. Goal, 17 World Cup goals. Miroslav Klose was no longer the record holder. Lionel Messi, at 38 years old, in his 6th World Cup, in a tournament where everyone said he was too old, too slow, that this was one tournament too many, Lionel Messi had just become the highest-scoring man in the history of the FIFA World Cup. The celebration was everything. Teammates swarming him. The crowd in Dallas, half of them in light blue and white, erupting into something that sounded less like a stadium and more like a hurricane. And Messi himself, arms out, that quiet smile, as if he had always known this was inevitable. Argentina went into halftime 1-0 up, and the record was broken. The second half began, and Austria came out a different team. They had to. Sabitzer worked a dangerous free kick that Emiliano Martínez got down low to push away. Smart, strong goalkeeping from Dibu. Austria created headers. Danso produced another incredible goal line block to deny Enzo Fernandez what looked like a certain goal, one of the defensive moments of the entire tournament so far. Gregoritsch headed over from a promising position. Austria was not done. They had chances, real chances. And Argentina looked nervous. Scaloni responded with substitutions. Julian Alvarez came on, Nicolas Gonzalez, Leandro Paredes, Tagliafico. Argentina tightened up, tried to manage the game, but Austria kept pressing. The 90th minute arrived, still just 1-0, still on a knife's edge. Then, deep into stoppage time, a counterattack. Alvarez drove forward, his shot was saved by Schlager, but the rebound fell perfectly, and you will not believe who is standing right there to finish it. Lionel Messi, slamming the ball home at the second attempt. 2-0, brace complete. 18 World Cup goals, 2 more than Miroslav Klose, 2 more than anyone in the history of this competition. And crucially, he had also just broken Marta's record of 17 World Cup goals across men's and women's football combined. Messi now stands alone, the greatest goal scorer in the history of the FIFA World Cup, full stop. Argentina win 2-0. They are through to the round of 32 as Group J leaders. Austria, despite their incredible defensive effort, fall behind, needing a result in their final game. But nobody is really talking about that right now, because what just happened in Dallas transcends group standings, transcends tactics, transcends the scoreline. Think about what Messi has done. His World Cup journey started in 2006 when he was 18 years old, coming off the bench as a teenager in Germany. He has played in 6 World Cups. He has won 1. He has suffered heartbreak, near misses, final losses. He has carried an entire nation's hope on his back for 20 years. And now, here he stands, the all-time record holder, the man who showed up to this tournament when the critics said he shouldn't have bothered, and answered every single one of them with 18 goals and counting. Julian Alvarez said after the match that there are no words to describe what Messi does. Lisandro Martinez said he is a class above, and Kevin Danso, who spent the whole match trying to stop him, simply said, "We can all see that he is the best in the world." They are not wrong. There is nothing left to argue. There is no more debate. The numbers are on the page. The record is his. And if you think Messi is done, if you think 18 is where this story ends, then you have not been watching closely enough. Argentina are through. Messi is ascending. And this World Cup is only just getting started.